What's going on, guys? HybridHero here, and today I'm bringing you guys 10 facts that you didn't know about the Squirtle family. This was a series that I made months ago, but I kind of didn't continue it. I don't remember why, but we're continuing it again today. So, last episode we had 10 facts that you didn't know about the Charmander family. So if you haven't seen that already, be sure to check it out. And next week, yes, we are continuing the series, we'll have 10 facts that you didn't know about the Kanto starters. Now I'm going to try and do fact videos for all the starters, so let me know what starters you guys want to see after the Kanto starters. And don't worry, you don't have to go on Patreon anymore. You can just comment down below with what starters you want to see, and whatever set of starters is the most popular, whether that be Sinnoh, Johto, Alola, or whatever, I'll cover them after the Kanto starters. But besides that, if you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to hero punch that like button. If you don't, hit that dislike button. Let me know how you feel. Also comment down below with any other thoughts and opinions that you may have. Share the video if you want to support the channel. And also, be sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all my content. You know, out of all the starters I could have delayed, I can't believe I delayed the Squirtle family. Like, my mascot and my favorite, Pokemon of all time, Blastoise, Squirtle, and Wartortle. Ah well, whatever. I'm doing this video now and I'm excited to do so, so let's get right into it. Number 10. Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise all keep having the color of their sprites changed. Squirtle has gone through a few different color changes throughout the years. It was originally a bit more lighter than it already is. You may not notice it unless you compare some of its old art to some of its newer art. But if you compare all of Squirtle's sprites from the main games, you'll notice that before Ruby and Sapphire, its colors were different. Wartortle's colors seem to be very different after every generation. And Blastoise, while not as bad as Wartortle, gets the same treatment. Every main series game has a different color palette in use, which would explain the difference in shade. But the Squirtle family has gone through a lot more changes in shade than arguably any other Pokemon family. Number 9. Wartortle's ears. Wartortle's ears were drawn very differently from what they are now. As you can see, they look a lot more like fins, or something more aquatic than the traditional long and fluffy looking ears that we have today. These ears also look slightly lighter, but the color on Wartortle's promotional anime artwork is definitely a lot more noticeable. This artwork shows Wartortle with ears that are similar in color to its face, causing its ears not to stand out as much. But when looking at it now, it's the only thing that stands out. This piece of artwork also confused me a lot as a kid. The big and fluffy look definitely suits Wartortle a lot more in my opinion. Number 8. Early artwork of this battle between Blastoise and Staryu shows Blastoise with a ton of differences. It's a bit more round overall, its arms and legs are slightly different, its head looks a lot more like Wartortle's as it now has 2 large front teeth coming out, and its ears are also more similar to Wartortle's, its eyes are a lot larger, and without a doubt, the most notable difference is the lack of Blastoise's signature water cannons. Honestly, I really do like this old artwork of Blastoise, but I'm very happy that they kept the cannons and every other change that they made to Blastoise, cause I absolutely love the way it is today. Number 7. Ash's Squirtle hasn't been seen since the Kanto Battle Frontier. In the Pokemon Black and White series, or Best Wishes series, almost all of Ash's Pokemon reappeared in the series except for Ash's Primeape and Squirtle. Squirtle was shown in a flashback in the Best Wishes series alongside Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Pidgeotto. However, this was just a flashback of the episode Snow Way Out, which was an episode in the Indigo League series. So while most of Ash's Pokemon did get somewhat of a recent appearance, this wasn't the case for Ash's Squirtle, as Squirtle was busy helping out Officer Jenny and leading the Squirtle squad. But that's just Ash's Squirtle. Squirtle appears more often in the anime than you might think because... Number 6. Squirtle is the most common starter choice in the anime between all 21 starters. Squirtle is the only starter that is owned by 4 main characters, making it the most used starter in the anime. Ash's first choice when picking a starter Pokemon was actually Squirtle, but someone had already taken it before him. But no worries, as Ash befriended the leader of the Squirtle squad, resulting in a Squirtle joining his team, despite not getting one at the start of his journey. In the Battle Frontier arc, a baby Squirtle from Professor Oak's lab was scared of everything, but it took a liking to May. So it decided to travel with her, and she raised it into a very energetic Wartortle. The Squirrel that Ash missed out on at the beginning of his journey ended up being Gary's starter Pokemon. We never saw Gary use it until it fully evolved into Blastoise though. Needless to say, Gary raised it to be a powerhouse, as Professor Oak even stated that it's Gary's most powerful Pokemon. Finally, Tierno started off with the Squirtle that he received from Professor Sycamore, and has shown off all 3 stages of his Squirtle's evolution on screen. His Blastoise is very friendly, energetic, and it's a Blastoise that loves to dance, and it has a lot of agility despite its size. With Ash, May, and Gary, we get main characters for each stage of the evolutionary line, and then with Tierno, we get a showcase of each of them, specifically from him. Aw man, I love all these Squirtles, Wartortles, and Blastoises. Number 5. As a kid, and to this day, one of the biggest mysteries for me as a huge fan of the Squirtle family is the mystery of what Wartortle's tail would feel like in real life. It's been said to be a great pillow, but I don't know how accurate that is because Wartortle's tail is based off of seaweed. Wartortle is based off the Japanese legend of the Minogame, a turtle that lived for thousands of years and grew a tail made of seaweed. The Minogame seaweed tail was a symbol of longevity, and the Pokédex also mentions that Wartortle's tail is also a symbol of longevity. Now, I know that this doesn't mean that Wartortle's tail is made of seaweed, but it does make me wonder how soft Wartortle's tail really is. I hope that it really is a great pillow. I want one. Number 4. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the stages Delfino Plaza, Summit, Pirate Ship, Jungle Japes, and certain areas in the Subspace Emissary all had bodies of water that supported swimming for a few seconds. After these few seconds are over, the character will remain afloat and then eventually drown. And despite being a water type Pokemon and having a shell that helps it swim, Squirtle will still drown. This is obviously to keep the game fair and balanced between all characters. Well, balanced. But regardless, it's still very ironic. Number 3. Blastoise is better at putting out fires than a fire truck, as stated by its Super Smash Bros. Wii U trophy data. On a hot summer day, it's great to cool off by playing the sprinkler. Don't look to Blastoise as a replacement though. Those water jets on its back are extremely powerful and will send you flying. In fact, Blastoise itself is so huge so it doesn't get blown away when it fires. Speaking of fires, Blastoise is better than a fire truck at putting them out. Now, you may already know this because the Squirrel family is always putting out the fires in the anime, but I still thought it would be cool to mention because of the Blastoise and the fire trucks that we saw in the first ever teaser trailer for Sun and Moon. Speaking of which, we never actually got to see them in Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon. I wonder if we'll get to see them in Generation 8. I really hope we do. Number 2. In Pokemon Stadium 2, there's a trainer in the 8th battle of Poké Cup Ultra Ball R2 named Psychic Mason, who has a Blastoise with both Haze and Mirror Coat. It was possible for Blastoise to learn both these moves through the use of egg moves. However, due to the mechanics of breeding, it was impossible for a Squirrel to be bred with both these moves until Generation 6, meaning that Psychic Mason had an illegal Blastoise. And number 1, Squirtle is my child mascot! Nah? Okay. Wartortle is my favorite middle stage evolution. Still not good? Okay. Blastoise is my favorite Pokemon! Alright, fine. I'm sure you already knew all 3 of those. But here's one that I'm sure that most of you didn't know. The Squirrel Squad has actually made an appearance in a Pokemon game. More specifically, Pokemon Channel, where a member of the Squirrel Squad hosts the show Shop and Squirtle, where you guessed it, Squirtle sells things for you to buy. Of course, it was on Pokemon Channel, so not a lot of people know about this, but it's still a really nice throwback. There is a reference to the Squirrel Squad in Pokemon Yellow as you obtain a Squirrel through Officer Jenny at Vermilion City in that game, which is also a really nice touch. I love the Squirrel Squad, so I'm happy that they get little moments like these. And I know I say I love Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise so much, but the truth is, I love all the Kanto starters so much. And that's what we'll be covering next time. 10 facts you didn't know about the Kanto starters. So be sure to stay tuned for that. If you guys haven't already, be sure to check out the other fact videos that you may have not seen. And beyond that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video, alright? Laters.